Gossip Girl here, your one and only source into the scandalous lives of Manhattan's elite.
Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I am Hannah. I am an upcoming sophomore at Yale, and today I'm going to be reacting to how Yale is portrayed in Gossip Girl.
Know you love me. XOXO. Gossip Girl.
Just to be honest, I never fully watched Gossip Girl. I know there's diehard fans out there. But I watched the first season and that's all. But someone, after I made my reaction video to how Yale's portrayed in Gilmore Girls, someone suggested that I do the same for Gossip Girl. So I got my computer and I got season 2, episode 6 up, where they go to Yale. I believe
that's kind of what the description was saying.
I've never seen this before, and I have no clue what to expect. But if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will have more videos coming soon. And if you like reaction videos like this, let me know, and I will make more. So I'm going to start kind of at the beginning, not right at the beginning, but let's get into it.
Morning, Miss Blair.
And some are the dreams we've had our whole lives.
Dorota, can you believe that in just 3 short hours I'll be stepping through the gates of Yale?
You used to sleep on your father's sweatshirt every night until it fell apart.
I'll get a new one.
So the first thing, obviously, that I noticed, so Blair's a legacy. That was something I didn't know, or I didn't remember. But, so, I don't know. I feel like that's a common, probably fairly common, that the more wealthy students are also legacy students. So I feel like that makes your chances better. So
I'll get a new one. Right after I attend the Dean of Admissions private reception, of course. Most candidates think it's an urban legend, but Daddy was invited when he visited.
Your mother already left for work, but she was very specific about your breakfast. Some kombucha, Miss Blair?
Okay, no, the Dean of Admissions does not have a private reception. People would find out about that and people would sue the school or something. No, that is not okay. This is definitely such a hyperbole, but here we go.
Since the Dean handpicks the guests right after their interviews, I'm a shoo-in. There's one thing I know, it's that I give a good interview. I could make Larry King cry.
I am so proud of you.
And I'm so ready to be surrounded by people more like me and less like her. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Ready? Oh, yeah, I'm all packed up. You excited? Me at your alma mater?
So I guess that means you turned down this personal invitation to tour Yale.
Brown's always been my plan, just like it was for you.
And I loved it there. But if Yale had invited me, I would have said yes. The invitation is handwritten, Serena, in cursive.
What? Yale does not do that. I honestly, if they did, that would be not acceptable. But they handwrite letters to tour. I'd assume that, wealthy students or students who go to prep schools in Manhattan don't need an invitation to tour. If they're preparing for this their whole lives, why would they need an invitation? I don't know. But all I do know is that anyone can tour Yale, so maybe she's being invited to the private reception, but that's not real. Anyways, this is all very so far.
Yale is for overachieving bookworms and preppies, the Blairs of the world. Even though the two of us aren't exactly on speaking terms, there's no way I would step on that particular landmark.
Yale's actually pretty, diverse, I'd say. yes, we all care about education, but also I feel like not everyone's like super preppy and all of that. Like,
Paper? It's white?
No, it's not white. It's off the crew. That's white.
I like the crew myself, but I'm not sure about the font.
Don't worry, you'll be fine. More than fine. You're the perfect Yale candidate.
Maybe, but I can't help thinking that Yale is for presidents, not Humphreys.
As the man who cursed you with the Humphrey moniker.
I didn't say cursed. Cursed would be cruel.
I now feel compelled to give a speech. Daniel, my son, you have near perfect grades, excellent SATs, more talent than money could ever buy.
Yeah, but
After that, you find a but.
what if it's not enough?
If that's not enough, then there's something wrong with Yale.
okay. Let me just unpack that a little bit. This whole show is a hyperbole. I feel like Yale is definitely intimidating, and these high school students definitely have the right to be intimidated, as was I. But saying that you're a perfect, I don't see such a thing as a perfect Yale candidate. Like, I don't feel like that's a thing, because like there's all these other factors, and like I feel like Yale definitely has like quotas that they have to reach, like making sure that they're economically diverse, making sure that they're racially, ethnically diverse, making sure that there's a variety of majors that people want to apply to, making sure that there's all of the clubs will be filled, so there will be like musicians, there will be dancers, there will be political students, like all of that. So I feel like it's honestly like there's so many people applying to Yale, like there's no perfect student. I mean, it's basically like chance if you get in. So
I just wish my mom wouldn't push Yale so hard. She's only pushing it because the Vanderbilt side of her family practically owns it. Think of it this way. Yale is your safety school.
I guess I could get away from all the drama on the other side of me.
Wait. Did he just say Yale is your safety school? I mean, honestly, if legacy students think like that, like, if you don't want to apply to Yale, don't apply, okay? Like, you're taking a spot away from someone else who may also deserve it. This is why I can't watch Gossip Girl. I'm too much of a critic.
Are you not seriously considering going to Yale either?
I'm evaluating colleges based on secret societies. Yale has the creme de la creme, the Skull and Bones. My goal is to get inside their inner sanctum.
And how exactly are you planning to do that?
By showing
Okay,
up.
yes, there is the Skull and Bones Society at Yale. It's not common knowledge how they pick people and all of that, so I don't know.
This weekend concludes college visits. The schools you will be visiting, Harvard, Yale, and Brown, are among the best in the world. You are ambassadors of Constance Billard and St. Jude's, as well as your own families. We urge you to present yourselves in the best possible light. Good luck.
I wonder what lucky school will be the subject of the next nursery rhyme penned by Brooklyn's lamest fiction writer.
Actually, Chuck, I think the Dean of Admissions at Yale will actually appreciate my ability to write about damaged characters.
Looks like we'll be spending the weekend together. How nice. Say hello to the characters on public transportation for me.
Hey, so you're off to Yale?
Your deductive reasoning skills are perfect for a place like Brown.
A place like Brown?
An enclave of trustafarians and children of celebrities who major in drum circles and semiotics, whatever that is. I can't wait for you to come home next Thanksgiving a militant veganista, anemic and proud.
Brown is an Ivy League school.
Okay. Okay. Let me just...
Everyone knows that the only real Ivies are the Holy Trinity. Harvard, Yale, and Princeton.
I know you may find this hard to believe, but not everyone wants to go to Yale because not everyone wants to be Blair Waldorf.
Not everyone can be. Since we're not friends anymore, let me speak frankly. You're not that smart.
Yeah, so what I was going to say before is that definitely within the Ivy League circle, we all kind of just bash on each other's schools as like a competitive thing. Yeah. And so like Brown is looked at as like stoner school. That's kind of like of the Ivies. There's a bunch of things that you can make fun of Yale too, like Harvard calls it the Harvard of Connecticut, like just stuff like that. And it's all like fun, like it's all fun and games, like it's literally just college competitiveness. No one actually thinks like, I mean, I would hope nobody actually thinks like that, because yes, Brown is still an Ivy League. And then again, as I was saying, Serena should not apply to Yale out of spite, because she's she has such a high chance of getting in just because of her wealth, that she's taking a spot from someone who actually wants to go there. But that's just on me being critical. So
The invasion of prospective freshmen. Better hurry up, lonely boy. Your future's waiting.
To summarize, I really feel that I have something to say.
Well, by all means, say it.
Via my writing. With its world-class English department, Yale would be the ideal place for me to grow as a writer, to flourish and thrive.
Kudos to you and your inner thesaurus, Mr. Humphrey, but there's a problem with your application.
No, there's, I triple-checked it.
It seems you only have one letter of recommendation from J.L. Hall. Noah Shapiro declined to write on your behalf.
Mr. Shapiro and I had creative differences, but if you look further down my application, you'll see that I spent the summer interning with Jeremiah Harris.
Fact which Mr. Harris has not been able to confirm himself.
Did you call him early in the morning? Because he's not a morning person. I mean, he's not an afternoon person either. If you try, like, after 7
Mr. Humphrey, if you want your application to stand out, you need another letter. One about your work.
Another letter from whom and how?
This is Yale. If you haven't noticed, we traffic in brick buildings full of professors. I suggest you put on your walking shoes, head to the English department, and find someone to read your work.
Okay, honestly, watching this is like, they're getting so much wrong. But it's fine. It's fine. It's a TV show. It's totally fine. Just how they're representing my school. No big deal. Yeah, so this interview would not happen. There is a thing as on-campus interviews, which is what I did. And basically you do go to the admissions office, but it's not with the admissions officer. It's with Yale seniors. Yeah. And so that's who I had my interview with, and you can make those interviews if they're like super early in the year. I think mine was like in October or something. And so you can set up that interview if you know you're going to be in Connecticut and New Haven at that time. And so that's what I did. But then also, he's saying go get a recommendation from a professor who barely knows you, who just read your work. Like, what professor is going to write you a recommendation who barely knows you? And also, like, why would a teacher decline writing you a recommendation? Like, that's just a bummy thing to do. Like, why would you do that? I didn't watch any episodes before this, so, like, I don't know the reason. But what? And then why isn't his intern guy answering? That's so sad.
Oh my, the dean hasn't laughed like that in years.
It was an utter delight to meet you, Miss Vanderwoodson. What a lovely surprise.
And who doesn't like a surprise?
I do hope you enjoy the rest of your visit.
Thank you so much. Looks like he's ready for you.
Why is this so dramatic? Yeah, so also, like, when you have your interview at the admissions office, you are sitting in a waiting room with the secretary, with other people in the waiting room, like, area. I don't know what else to call it. But you don't see, like, or hear the other interviews going on. Like, they literally walk you upstairs and, like, away from everyone so you don't hear it.
Your application is most impressive, Miss Waldorf. There's just one thing I'd like to know. Tell me something about you that isn't in that packet.
Not in there?
Do you like to drive race cars? Can you cook authentic Szechuan? The young lady before you told me a delightful story. She was recently in a fashion show, just for fun.
Okay, so, yeah, it is common on interviews that they ask you, like, tell me something that's, like, not on your resume, but not something that's not in your whole application. Because if you left something off of your whole application, I mean, if you've done it recently, that would make sense. But... What? I mean... What?
Right. Good luck then.
Get ready.
Dean's house. Nice. What's your answer to his question?
Yes?
No. What person, real or imagined, living or dead, would you most like to have dinner with? The rumor is, if your answer impresses the dean enough, it gets you on the short list for early admission. Or so says Blair.
I should have given my spot to her.
You got invited and she didn't. You're lucky to be alive.
Yeah, well, I won't be much longer if I don't find an answer fast.
Steal Blair's. She has no use for it anymore.
No, I can't, no matter how good it is.
George Sand.
I did not want to know that. And how do you even know that? Wait, why does Blair want to go to dinner with some guy named George?
A hot girl named George, dressed like a man. And apparently is the dean's favorite writer.
That is hilarious because that was a supplemental question in Yale supplemental essays. Yeah, and you can watch my video about me reading my supplemental essay answers. I said Nietzsche. It seems basic, but I think it was good. Okay, we can Dean's dinner is not a thing. That would be so messed up.
Shirley, I would like an invitation to the private reception at the dean's house tonight, and you're going to get me one.
I'm sorry. I'm not in charge of the dean's private affairs.
I have it on good authority that you are. And I need to get back into the good graces of the dean.
Interviews are so stressful for you students.
Check your email.
Oh.
18th century. Do you know how rare a pair is from that era? I had some in a Christie's, put them on hold. Just in case.
1100 Hill House Avenue.
That's actually a street in New Haven word, and a lot of like professional buildings are there. That was something they got right. And bribing, I mean, like, obviously we've seen in the news that it's happened.
Hey, what's your answer? Oh, no. Let me guess. Lauren Conrad.
Try George Sand.
Wait, that's
Your answer? Not anymore. If you're gonna cheat your women, then why should I play fair? Oh, and I heard that the dean asked this question in alphabetical order. So since V comes before W, looks like the answer's online.
A part like this does not exist, okay? I'm just gonna keep honing in on that.
You look pretty calm for someone who no longer has the perfect answer to the dean's question.
You don't think I came all the way here without a backup answer, do you? Oh, and it's a real crowd pleaser. It's gonna kill.
Everyone, it's time for my favorite part of the evening, which...
Let's see how this goes. I'm kind of intrigued now, even though everything is wrong about
has delightfully become known over the years as Probateur.
That's Latin for the quiz.
We will begin with Mr. Applebaum. Now on to Miss Vanderwoodson.
My guess is that she switched the cards, like she rewrote Serena's card to say something else. Let me see if I'm right. Oh.
The person you would most like to have dinner with, real or imagined, living or dead, is Pete Fairman. I do not know this person. Who is Pete Fairman?
He's the man she killed.
What? Did she actually kill somebody? I'm so confused. What?
Watson, would you like to explain?
No, of course, Dean Barrowby. Pete Fairman was a man that I knew.
Man/dealer.
Miss Waldorf, let her speak.
He died almost 2 years ago when I was with him. What happened was a tragedy, and I am filled with regret over it. But I was not responsible.
Were you responsible for the sex tape?
Blair?
It wasn't very sexy, if you ask me.
Blair, that's enough. Let's go. Dean Barrowby, do you mind if we sort this out privately, please?
Take all the time you need.
My answer was George Son. Love her. Idolize. Worship.
Okay. This is not about Yale anymore. I'm just kidding. I mean, that's enough for me right now. What I do want to know is, does Blair go to Yale? She does. Interesting. Leighton, who plays Blair, is married to Adam Brody, who was on Gilmore Girls, who was dating Lane, and then he like mysteriously dropped off the show. What? That is crazy. What? Okay. Well, I digress. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really think they did a good job at portraying. I didn't think they did a really good job at portraying Yale at all. I think Gilmore Girls definitely does a superb job, so you can check out my video reacting there, even though I noticed some flaws. But yeah, no, Gossip Girl does not do a good job at portraying Yale. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I will be back for more videos soon. Love you guys.